Morning, all. I haven't prayed for you folks in a while. For those of you who follow me, I apologize for that. The other day you saw my post. I'm in a weird place, in a weird spot, and I told you the fight is the faith. Keeping the faith is the biggest fight, and she's talking to a brother of mine, trying to avoid people, trying to hide. I get like that at times. I just don't want nothing to do with anybody. I want to duck and dodge. It's a lot easier, not to deal with people, but. As a chaplain, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be ducking and dodging. And then, I kind of opened up to my brother a little bit about what I was dealing with. And he said something so profound to me, man. It just kind of relit the fire. And that's why I'm here. I got to share what he said. He said that fungus grows in the darkness. That's when you grow. You grow in the dark. When you're in the darkness, you're growing. I was like, wow, that was really an interesting statement that he made. So, of course, I take to the internet like most of us do, and I Google, and it says mildew and mold prefer the darkness, and they grow in the darkness. So there's truth to that. If fungus can grow in the darkness, then why can't we grow in the darkness? God. Look at Job. I mean, he went through hell on earth, but he grew. And he became blessed out of it, when he made it through. It really got me thinking, got me a little bit excited again that, And then I started thinking about, the young boys in the furnace, Meshach, and Abednego, and they were thrown in the furnace because they refused to turn their back on God. And in the furnace, who showed up? Jesus, right? So here they are in their trial, in the midst of their trial, going through hell on earth, and Jesus showed up. Just pretty interesting thoughts to think that, and then I started to think, and about the Word teaches us that whatever's done in the darkness will be brought to the light, and maybe that's not just exposing, people's sins and secrets, but could that possibly be us as Christians? We're growing in the dark. And then if we stay and learn and grow and not quit and not give up, he's going to bring us into the light, or he's going to bring the light into your life. Then I think about, my home situation, and this is where I'm at. This is where my struggle is. Okay, I'm a chaplain, I'm a Christian, but I'm also a human being. And this is where I guess my biggest hang-up is I'm struggling with myself. Because I know the way I talk like trash, and I talk like trash around other people, strangers and stuff like that, and I can't do that. I mean, there can't be two parts of you, there can't be trucker me and chaplain me, and then that's where my struggle is at, and then I'm battling out with the Lord, saying, that your Word says that I'm a new creation, and if I'm a new creation, old things pass away, and God, I mean, I love the Lord, He delivered me out of some really bad stuff and took it away. I have no desire, for any of those things that used to plague my life and control my life. But it seems like there's just one thing that's holding on, and then it says, whatever's in the heart is going to come out of the mouth, So obviously there's stuff in my heart that I need to get rid of, and that's where I'm at right now. Like, and then I hear constant reminders of my people closest to me. How can you be this if you're saying that? And how can you say you are, you're a chaplain, but you're talking like the trucker. So it's like, this is where the struggle lies, and it makes so much sense. It's true. And this is where, it's like Jacob, Jacob, when he wrestled with the Spirit of God. And that's where I'm at right now, and that's why I haven't been praying for y'all, and not just that, but God can't have anything to do with wicked, right? Isn't that what the Word teaches? So if I'm Trucker Joe during the day and Chaplain Joe in the morning, in a sense, my prayers aren't being heard because God can't have anything to do with wicked. I believe it says that fresh water and salt water can't come out of the same fountain, and that's what he means by your mouth, right? We're also taught that our tongue is a restless evil full of deadly poison. So right now, I'm in the darkness. I'm like mildew and mold, but I can't let that part of that darkness be gloom and doom. That's what the enemy wants to do, is he wants me to get in the gloom and doom phase, and then I just get it's caught in self-pity, wallowing in self-pity, and feeling sorry for myself, and here I got to recognize and realize that I'm in the dark right now, but in the darkness is where we grow. that just, I mean, I appreciate my brother very much for sharing that with me. He just off the lip, he threw that at me, and I'll tell you what, that's not a word from the Lord. I don't know what is. And really kind of reignited things for me. It's really got my brain moving again. It's like my brain was in neutral, and now it's kind of moving again, and the Lord's speaking to me, and it's definitely a big message in that. So I guess the thing I want everybody to get today is we all are the same. Human beings, we're all going to struggle. And if you're in the darkness, don't let the enemy use that to get you to give up, to tap out, to throw in the towel. We got to fight, right? You know that saying, fight. We have to fight. And the other day I said, the fight is good and evil, but the fight is more of keeping the faith. So many come in, they feel the presence of the Lord, and then they get on fire, and then the fire smolders and goes out because the enemy of your soul was suffocated. So if you're in the dark, be patient. God's working on you. There's no doubt about that, because He's done it for me. And I guess this is, I said to my brother, I said, I guess this thing that I'm struggling with, in a sense, is Chaplain Joe, Trucker Joe. It's two-sided. A man is unstable when he's divided, right? Is what it says. You got to be equal all the way around the block. You got to be even Steven, and I'm not. And I just thank God that I recognize that now, because I want to be a chaplain. That people can come to, that people can trust, that people can, hear my words, and my words are good, and my words are edifying, and my prayers are powerful. My prayers will help. My prayers will lead people and help people and lift people up. God's not good. I felt like the Lord spoke to me a couple of days ago through another brother who said, your mouth is blocking your blessing. Your mouth is blocking your blessing. What are you speaking? What are you spewing? I keep, it's funny. I look back at all of my other messages and my prayers and stuff. I always go back to words. I think I know now why I'm always going back to words, because my words aren't what they should be. So be patient with me. I'm going through the growth process. I'm in the darkness right now. I'm learning and growing, but I do know that He's working on me. He's working on me, and just as much as He's working on all of you. And we just have to fight the good fight of faith, is what the word says, right? It also says that, like a boxer, go into training, right? That's what it says in the good word. It's not just, I go Sunday morning, humbaya, and I'm good. No, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a battle, and if you really want to be a true devout Christ follower and Christian, and you want to work as a disciple, it's going to be a fight. It's going to take some training. But have hope, be encouraged, because if God overcame, you'll overcome. I will overcome. And remember, if you're in the darkness, don't look at the darkness as this is the end. It's over. Look at it from that perspective. That, wait a minute, there's something more to this than what I think. I'm learning. I'm growing in this. Like fungus and mold and mildew, right? Mildew prefers darkness. Like the mold in the abandoned house, it prefers the darkness. And what does it do? It spreads everywhere, right? So just be encouraged in the darkness. Have faith. Fight that good fight of faith. Trust. Talk to Him. Pray. And we will overcome. And as you win little battles, you'll level up. Level up spiritually. I think the Lord spoke to me a long time ago this, and so make sure if I can remember this, I get it right. Through every act of obedience, we level up in faith and we receive greater blessing. God gave that to me a few years ago, and I hold on to that. So be encouraged today. If you're in the darkness, you're growing. It's okay. If you're in the furnace, Jesus is going to show up. He's going to show up in your trial. He always does. He did it for me, and it's a process. It's a process. You all be encouraged today. Know Jesus loves you all. Hopefully, I'll get back to the prayer room soon.